Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Netflix is down 1.17%, so Netflix took a massive beating again, huge rejection at 700 and now trading at 688, came down to 686, and the contracts that I got here on Netflix, there were only $3,000 to $3,200 depending on where you got in, and now those are going over $4,000. So this is fantastic right here, and looks like, any moment we might be retesting 680, and who knows, might be even coming down here to 656 if this rejection actually stands as it is standing right now at 700. Now over 700, yes, things will change, and we might see at least previous all-time highs getting retested and going back up to at least $711, or you can call this 711, right? So Netflix, yes, it's holding right here on this 5-day moving average, at least trying. It's just slightly under 689.44, but if that gives up, we will see 680, and from there 664, and then 657 right here, 50-day and 13-day moving average. Over 700, more upside, possibly going back up to brand new all-time highs, or even retesting this new high right here, 711, and then previous all-time highs, and from there brand new all-time high on Netflix. On Apple, stock is down 0.83%. So let me tell you guys something, and I'm not trying to actually make fun of anybody out there. So yesterday you guys saw the hint that I'm expecting a sell-off even on my technical analysis, that sell everything now because I see everything is getting a bit frothy and went up too fast, too quick, and we might get a pullback. And the thumbnail goes like this: sell everything now. You can see it is still there. I didn't change anything, right? So the comment was on my video that I'm just gonna buy even more, and I said thanks, top is in. And boy oh boy, indeed, top was in today. At least today we saw that pullback here in the market, and that is why especially people that are new to the market and they think that things will just go up every day. No, that's just not how things work. Yes, we were actually going higher. It was grinding and going higher, but at some point the sell-off, we all know that people with experience here in this market, we're all expecting a pullback. It's going to happen soon or later, and you're going long pretty much at all-time highs. I talked about it yesterday in details that a lot of people actually thinking about going long at all-time highs, and it's just not something that you want to do. Market hitting and going up to all-time highs, and you're thinking about buying even more. Where are you gonna sell? Buy at a brand new all-time high and sell at a new all-time high? Is that the game plan? I don't think so, right? So I hope they didn't go buy a whole bunch of things and went long again, because you can see today was a decent day for a pullback, and you guys will see that play that I actually took, and not only one, pretty much shorted the heck out of SPY, and also on Dow Jones, even with triple Q, and all the indices except IWM I did short, and today was one of the biggest day to make some money, especially on puts. And people that are going long and buying those dips today, they did not get paid on anything. And if you just added more into that pain, because who knows what's going to happen. We have Powell from Jackson Hole, so that could be something where market can come down a bit more, and we can afford a pullback, a decent pullback. And if that happens, no point of going long here on Apple, no point of going long here in the market. Wait for that pullback. Patience is the main thing here in this market, and if you don't have that, you're a chaser, you're going to get punished. And I hope that makes sense to you guys. Now Apple, you can see we're not actually holding 5-day moving average, 225.88. So now in this case, we might be retesting 220. And tomorrow with Powell, if we can actually get over 226, watch out for a move up to 230, and then this gap comes into play at 232.33. Under 226, next stop 220, and if that gives up, you can see that is going to be a strong support, because we have 50-day, 20-day, and 13-day moving average right here. And underneath that level, 220, you will see a flush all the way back down to 207. And here's my X account, and if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. And here's a fantastic play. This is the only one that I actually shared with my Patreon group, but everything except IWM was shorted this morning, and the puts went through the roof, guys. That was a massive move to the downside, and I'm just showing you guys that right at opening 9:31 a.m. you can see Triple Q was trading at 485, and that's where I got in, and we finished the day here at 474. So all these trade ideas are available on Patreon, and especially if you guys are serious about trading and you want to learn and you want to support the channel, then check out that link down below in the description. On Amazon, stock is down 2.21%. So what I said last night on Amazon, that this is actually a no man's land. You cannot go long. And if you're thinking about short, wait till this thing actually breaks under 180. And what happened soon as we got under 180? Look at this bearish engulfing candle. And now looks like early as tomorrow, we might be filling this gap right here at 172.28. So this is going to be a strong level to watch on that pullback. Now, if this thing can recover and can actually get above 180, in that case you're going to see a move back up to 185. Now critical support will be down here near 172 to 173, gap fill reversal. But if this thing gets under that level, you're going to see more downside, 167 and then 160. On Google, stock is down 1.28%. So Google, I actually got out yesterday, and I'm glad that I did. And now this might be another chance to buy that dip, but looks like if the market actually decides to pull back even harder tomorrow with Powell, then this thing can break 165 13-day moving average, and if that's out, the next stop 162, and then maybe even 158 to 155. We need to get over this critical level 170, possibly fill this gap just over 170. That's gonna be a really good news for the bulls on Google. Over that, we might see a move up to 176. Right now, you can see, yes, this is actually a mini uptrend, or you can call this a rising wedge bear flag pattern, and so far it's holding this higher low. But if that's out 165, you're going to see Google coming down and possibly making a new low, or at least retesting this low down here, which is near 155. On Tesla, stock is down 5.65%. So Tesla getting absolutely destroyed today. And look at this big bearish engulfing candle and barely holding, not even holding, guys. I cannot say this is actually holding. 212 gave up, and now it's under 212, trading at 210. So Tesla needs to do a quick recovery tomorrow over 212. If not, the next stop 207, and from there 200 down to 188 and then 183. Over 212, we might see a move back up to 217 to even 219 to 220 right here to retest 5-day moving average. And over that, we can talk about possibly going higher to 232 and then 240 up to this gap 245.63. But if this thing continues down again tomorrow, then we might be coming back to retest even 200. On Meta, it's down 0.60%. So what happened in the morning? Well, we saw a big rally to a brand new all-time high, but the support did not hold at the end, not holding at a brand new all-time high, not holding at a previous all-time high, not even holding at 538, now holding at 531. So now, going into tomorrow's session with Powell, if this support gives up 531, you will see a dump off down to 520, and then this gap comes into play 518. And underneath that level, you're going to see more flush down to 502.55, down to flat 500, and then 490. Over 531, watch out, we might get that bounce back up to 538, possibly retesting previous all-time highs again and going up to a brand new all-time high, which could be 551 on Meta. On AMD, it's down 3.87%, and AMD breaking down critical support right here, 155, also breaking under 153, and now trading at 151. So AMD, the next critical support down here, 148, which needs to hold on a pullback. If not, AMD coming back all the way down to 141.39, 138, and from there, we might be retesting these lows down here again. Now, AMD can get a bounce tomorrow and can get over 153 to 155. In that case, AMD will look more bullish for a move up to 159 to 164, and then we can talk about this gap 174.53. On Microsoft, is down 2%, so Microsoft getting a big bearish engulfing candle and actually came back and holding 20-day moving average. So, it's still there. It's holding over 413, holding over 414. You can see right here, white line, 20-day moving average actually sitting at 414. So that is still okay. I mean, we're just getting this pullback. From these lows, we saw a massive move. Now, as long as we can hold anywhere from, I would say, 413 to even this gap fill at 408, that is still technically a higher low. And over that, we might be going back up to the upside. So this could be a buying opportunity. But if this support is actually completely gone, we see a big pullback, maybe tomorrow, if not Monday. And Microsoft actually gets under 408.76. In that case, we're coming back all the way down to 400 and possibly going much, much lower and possibly can take out this low down here. So that is the case on Microsoft. Now we get over 420. It was holding for 2 days. It was looking bullish yesterday. We can get over 420 after getting this, pullback, and we can stay over 420. In that case, we're going back up to retest 50-day moving average, which is sitting at 435, and over that, we might be filling this gap at 443. On Nvidia, stock is down 3.66%, and Nvidia definitely came under 126 and now holding 123. Now with Powell tomorrow from Jackson Hole, if this thing actually gets under 123, we might be coming back to retest this critical support right here, 117.85. Now, if this is actually just a normal pullback, we need to get over 126 on Nvidia stock. And only if that happens, then Nvidia can go back up to 130. We saw that move again, and you can see, I mean, almost 3-4 days, you can say right here, getting a huge rejection at 130. So this is going to be a big level to break. If this thing can clear 130 and can hold right here, guys, blue sky above, and this thing definitely going back up to previous all-time highs, or at least retesting, previous all-time highs and possibly making even brand new all-time high. But we also have earnings coming up next week, so nothing is guaranteed. It all comes down to that earnings, right? So going into tomorrow's session, watch out, 123 critical support. Underneath that, you're going to see 117.85, and below that, more dump off. Over 126, we might be going back up to retest 130. And once we get that breakout over 130, we can see some more upside, possibly going back up to 136. And I have a few questions to answer about Nvidia. A lot of people think that, Nvidia, just a buy anywhere. No, you cannot play with Nvidia buying pretty much anywhere. We get a pullback like, what was it, $4 or $5? Absolutely nothing. Nvidia is a big name. $4 or $5 pullback, and you're going all in here. That is actually not a good location for that kind of setup. So with earnings, I would say up until earnings are released, depending on where this thing can go after earnings, and looking at the earnings, then you can play this. Up until earnings, I would say avoid Nvidia stock. I don't care if this thing comes down, gives you a huge dip, not into this stuff. This was the dip that, at least I wanted. This was the dip. Now this is not a dip, just a normal pullback. And if you're buying near all-time highs, well, good luck to you. That's all I have to say. Buying Nvidia right now, people are chasing things, and it's not gonna end well, guys. Anytime you chase anything, it's a really bad sign that you're gonna lose money. Let me just put it that way. You're chasing, you're going to lose money. Maybe you will get lucky 1 time, 2 time, 3rd time, but mostly you're going to lose money chasing anything. And Nvidia, not a stock you should be chasing at this level. Wait and see what the earnings are and how the stock and the market reacts to this earnings that is coming next week, and then you can play it. If this thing actually breaks out over previous all-time highs, definitely, yeah, you can still play it. It will go up even more. But if this thing breaks down and gives you a huge dip, takes out this low down here, that's going to be also an opportunity to buy and hold the stock long term. So a win-win situation on a big pop over that previous all-time high, and also win-win situation if this thing actually comes down really hard and you can buy the stock at a cheaper price. So I just wanted to put it out there because I do get these messages, comments sometime like, can I buy Nvidia here? Well, absolutely not. But that's just my opinion. It's your money. So if you want to go in and buy this here, totally up to you guys. And that is all I have for you guys. Have a great night, everybody.